Welcome to the Voice of America, Meron, Wudneh.
Thank you for having me.
Miss Africa USA 2014, right?
Yes, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Before I even delve into the pageant, the coronation, and all that good stuff, talk to me about maybe your upbringing. You know, take us back to where you grew up, where you were born, your schooling, and all that good stuff.
Sure. I was born in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa. I came here at the age of 7. Went to school in Ethiopia, of course, until 3rd grade. Came here in Silver Spring, started elementary school and high school, and then eventually college. Growing up, my parents did everything for me. They helped me with everything. I had a very good upbringing. They were positive. They still never let me forget my culture. I still know how to speak and read and write my native language, Amharic. I still know the culture, the dance, everything. In high school, I always played sports. Kind of coming here, I kind of had, the language barrier. I was a little bit chubbier, but I was always into sports, always being made fun of. And then high school, I started changing, playing sports, and then I graduated high school over 1,000 hours of community service, where my neighborhood that I was at, we had kids. I was helping kids, tutoring and everything else, and I did that. And then college, I went to Bowie State University in Maryland.
Bowie State?
Yes, Bowie State University. I also had a basketball scholarship and a school scholarship, so I had a full basketball ride there. And then I graduated with health and sciences, and from there.
Wow, interesting. I mean, so you're growing up, you're getting taller and taller. Have people been prodding you towards modeling world, beauty contests?
Well, I started, me and my sister are both tall. So when we were like 16, 15, my mom put us in a modeling school. And I actually had an opportunity to go to New York. And I was 17 then, so they need parental consent. And my parents were like, no, she's going to university. That modeling thing is not it right now. So as soon as that happened, I just left it all behind and I concentrated more on getting my bachelor's in school. And then when I got out of school is when I eventually started going to New York, had an agency, did all of that, and then came into the pageant world after.
How tall are you, by the way?
I'm actually very blessed. Yeah, that's fine. I'm 6 feet tall, a little over 6. Yeah, for a female, African female, I'm lucky.
And is that height an advantage or a disadvantage for you?
I think it's an advantage. To be honest, I used to hate being tall. When I was younger, it's like, why? You never see me with heels, nothing. And then when I got to college, they're like, you don't wear heels? Are you crazy? Then when I got to the modeling world, no, I don't go nowhere. My heels, everything. I'm always 6'4", 6'3", where I'm like, hi.
Beautiful. Okay, Meron, back to the pageant. Miss Africa USA 2014. So how did that come about? Was there any progression, like you had to be, Miss Ethiopia first and then Miss... talk to us about that.
Every contestant have to compete for their country first. So semifinals is where you have your own for each country. So there was a Miss Ethiopia, Miss Nigeria, Miss Sierra Leone, each one. You have to win that one first. You have to win your delegation to represent your country. So I competed for Miss Ethiopia first. First she has castings and auditions for girls that want to come. This one is not normally about pageants, as you could see going through. It's not just about your looks. She concentrates on your works on Africa, why you want to shine light on Africa, why you have the opportunity while you're here. So there's a lot of qualification requirements for that. So she does her selection through that, and then you compete at semifinals to represent, and then that's when you get selected to be the official person to represent for Miss Africa.
So where did this Miss Africa USA pageant take place here in the United States?
This year it happened in Bethesda, Maryland, at the Strathmore Theater, the big...
Yes. So how many countries were represented there? I mean, how many girls from Africa were represented?
18.
18. Wow, that's an impressive number. And I bet you made 18 friends.
Yes, I did. And learned a lot, too.
Oh.
Because you get to see everybody's culture, the different... It's amazing.
Every beauty pageant there is a talent show, right? Yes. So what did you perform for the talent show?
For my talent, I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, especially our traditional dances in Ethiopia. It's called Iska. So I've been dancing with the professionals growing up here as well, so I chose to do that for my talent. But to be a little unique, I did 6 different culture dances. I didn't just stick to one normal. Our basic one is just the shoulder movements, but we have more than that. So I wanted people to see more of that, so I did 6 of them. We had
Represented every ethnic group in the dance.
Yes, wow. Yes. So we had 2 minutes, so I did 20 seconds of each climax of each song and did it that way and did that for the talent and played with the judges while I was showing personality on stage.
But the dance, you know, I know what Iska is. It's a high caliber dance move with very intricate shoulder movements and all that. And you know, you grew up here in the United States. How did you master the art of the Iskista?
Like I said, when I was even a child in Ethiopia, as soon as any video clip came on, the house can be burning on fire. My eyes is on the TV. And then coming here, you're in the DMV area, we have a lot of Ethiopians. So there's, you know, a lot of weddings you get to go to. Our weddings, I don't know if you've been introduced to them. You battle inside the middle. If they was there, I'm like, move out my way, please. I want to dance. So, and then the professional dancers as well, they put me in shows when I was a little child. So watching them growing up, I think was exceptional as well, but I love it.
Are there any like responsibilities that go with the crown? I mean, do you have any obligations to fulfill as Miss Africa USA?
Yes. Actually, right now I finished my part as far. No, I didn't finish my part, but I represented Ethiopia in the pageant. This is a bigger step. Now it's Africa. It's not just about Ethiopia. It's the whole continent that I'm being an ambassador for. So that being said, the reason why I even joined this pageant was because, like I said, she's more than a pageant. She helps you with work that you've been doing. So even 2 years ago, I started my nonprofit.
So it brings us to the point. Let's talk right now about your pet project, which is what? Kids First Ethiopia.
Yes. Kids First Ethiopia, 2 years ago, I started it. It came an idea with my mom, and we've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I established it, and I normally started just sending school supplies, shoes, clothes, and everything else to kids that have lost their parents to HIV and AIDS and are homeless. Last year, I stayed in Ethiopia for over 6 months, working alongside other nonprofits like Mary Joy. I learned a lot from that foundation, and now I wanted this title because I want to branch out. I eventually want to change the name to Kids.
How many kids right now in Ethiopia that you're involved with?
When I first went, I was working with Mary Joy. She has over 56,000 elderly kids and that are affected by AIDS and HIV. And it's heartbreaking because it's funny, I could tell you this right now. This is the same thing when Mary Joy used to come here. She used to come here every year to tell us about her foundation. And we used to feel sad. But when I went there and saw it for myself, that I couldn't even, I was crying for a whole week. I was like, it can't be real. Like, even the kids, they don't even realize it themselves. Like, they're taking the medicine because they have the, and it's not even their fault. It's transmitted to their parents, and they lost their parents, and then they're living with it, and they think it's just normal to eat like once a day, even taking that medicine. So that motivated me even more.
አማርኛ በሚገባ አቀላጥፈሽ መናገር ትችያለሽ። በጣም ጎበዝ ነሽ። The reason I'm asking this is the majority of Ethiopians born in America, as smart as they are, I mean, they pursue their education, they go to Ivy school, colleges and all that, but their mastery of the Amharic language is minimal. What is your secret? I mean, you seem to be like the exception to the rule here.
I'm going to tell you, this is the big secret of all.
Okay, what is the secret?
My upbringing, my parents. As soon as we came here when I was little, my mom, she said, I don't want no English in this house. For the first 5-6 years, as soon as she got there, so until my teenage years, I was speaking Amharic inside the house. And my dad, as soon as we came home from church, he's very big on church. So as soon as we came home from church, we sat down and read. So to me, my secret, it shouldn't be a secret. Everybody should know it. It's all about your upbringing and your parents and how you're being raised.
In conclusion, what does the future hold for Miss Africa USA?
For Miss Africa USA, for me, it holds a lot because this is what I've been waiting for, because I know it'll give me a chance to, like I said, do both things for me. I'll be promoting my African culture. all cultures, everyone's culture, and then of course getting that next step from changing Kids First Ethiopia to Kids First Africa. Eventually have my own establishment everywhere, and eventually moving to the next step, not just sending school supplies. It's about helping them be, just because you know, they're infected, it's not a death sentence for them. So I want to help them become who they want to be as far as, you know, everything, education, life, their livelihood, try to help them change their livelihood. So,
Meron Wudneh, thanks for visiting the Voice of America.
thank you for having me.
I wish you the best and congratulations again.
Thank you so much for having me.